Harris moves towards Democratic nomination with strong endorsements. Vice President Kamala Harris is advancing toward the Democratic nomination as various party factions, including potential rivals, lawmakers, governors, and influential labor and advocacy groups, unite behind her campaign to challenge Donald Trump. By late Monday morning, nearly a full day after President Joe Biden announced his withdrawal from the race and endorsed his vice president, no credible challengers had emerged. Several well-known governors, initially seen as potential contenders, declared their support for Harris, leaving the main question about the 2024 Democratic ticket being who Harris will select as her running mate. On Monday, 4 key governors from critical Midwestern states, Michigan's Gretchen Whitmer, Minnesota's Tim Walz, Wisconsin's Tony Evers, and Illinois' J.B. Pritzker, endorsed Harris. They followed Sunday endorsements from Kentucky's Andy Beshear, North Carolina's Roy Cooper, California's Gavin Newsom, and Pennsylvania's Josh Shapiro. Many of these governors are considered potential vice presidential candidates. In her first day as a candidate, Harris raised $81 million, the campaign announced Monday, marking the largest 24-hour fundraising total by any candidate ever. This massive haul highlighted grassroots enthusiasm for a fresh face on the Democratic 2024 ticket. According to the campaign, more than 880,000 grassroots supporters contributed, with 60% making their first donations of the 2024 cycle. The Democratic donation processing site ActBlue called it the biggest fundraising day of the 2024 cycle. The Democratic Super PAC Future Forward secured $150 million in commitments from donors in the 24 hours following Biden's announcement, according to a senior aide. These commitments came from previously undecided, unsure, or stalled donors. Meanwhile, endorsements for Harris accelerated on Capitol Hill. Harris now has the support of over 30 Democratic senators and more than 80 House members, with numbers growing rapidly. A significant endorsement came from former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who declared her enthusiastic support for Kamala Harris for president on Monday afternoon. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, the top-ranking Democrats in each chamber, are expected to endorse Harris soon, according to multiple sources. Harris also has the backing of the political arms of the Congressional Black Caucus, Congressional Hispanic Caucus, and Congressional Progressive Caucus, as well as 2 key labor unions, the Service Employees International Union and the American Federation of Teachers. Growing numbers of state delegations to the upcoming Democratic National Convention, including Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, New Hampshire, Maryland, Kentucky, Florida, and Pennsylvania, have also declared their support for Harris. Support for Harris spans the party's ideological spectrum, from moderate populists like Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown to progressives like Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Democratic congressional leaders had remained silent, but signs indicated this would soon change. Massachusetts Representative Katherine Clark and California Representative Pete Aguilar, the second and third-ranking House Democrats, endorsed Harris on Monday morning. The wave of endorsements from Democratic governors, senators, cabinet officials, and state delegations is part of a coordinated effort to reach a majority of delegates by Wednesday, according to insiders. It's a coordinated drumbeat, a senior Democratic aide working on the effort said. That sound Democrats hear is the party uniting around the vice president. Mobilizing support. Joe Biden's Sunday afternoon announcement that he would not seek a second term triggered a frantic push by Harris to consolidate party support amid crisis following the president's poor performance during his June 27 debate with former President Donald Trump. Harris had multiple phone calls with Biden on Sunday and, after the announcement, spent 10 hours making over 100 calls to lawmakers, governors, and leaders of influential labor, advocacy, and civil rights groups. Among those contacted were former Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, as well as former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who endorsed Harris alongside her husband. Obama deferred to the party's process. Harris also called her pastor, Amos Brown III, who prayed over her. She dined on her favorite pizza with anchovies while making calls. In these conversations, Harris expressed gratitude for Biden's endorsement but emphasized her intention to earn the Democratic nomination independently. "I am honored to have the president's endorsement, "And my intention is to earn and win this nomination," she wrote. Harris Chief of Staff Lorraine Voles and California Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis led a Monday morning call with around 350 Democratic donors, fundraisers, and supporters, aiming to rally core supporters and newly interested donors. The group Win with Black Women held a Zoom call Sunday evening, drawing 44,000 participants. Longtime Democratic operative Donna Brazile gathered delegates to support Harris, emphasizing the importance of voter registration and fundraising in the coming days. Washington, D.C., Mayor Muriel Bowser also spoke on the call, underscoring the need to defend Harris from Donald Trump. No serious challenger emerges. While some Democrats have withheld endorsements, no serious challenger has emerged against Harris ahead of the Democratic National Convention starting August 19 in Chicago. Any potential challenge would need to materialize quickly, given the party's plans for a virtual roll call starting the first week of August. Former Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who had left the party earlier this year and is not seeking re-election, confirmed Monday that he will not rejoin the party or seek its nomination. New York City Democratic Mayor Eric Adams reversed his earlier stance and endorsed Harris on Monday, praising her understanding of key issues. Running mate speculations. As support for Harris continues to grow, the focus shifts to who she will choose as her running mate. Democratic lawyers are conducting a deep, yet expedited, vetting process for potential vice presidential candidates. Cooper, Shapiro, and Arizona Senator Mark Kelly are among those asked to submit detailed personal information. The group of potential candidates includes about 10 names, nearly all elected officials. The public audition process is also underway, with Cooper and Besher appearing on MSNBC's Morning Joe on Monday. Besher expressed openness to joining Harris as her running mate and criticized Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance, while Cooper emphasized the importance of focusing on Harris this week. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Colorado Governor Jared Polis both made statements regarding their potential candidacy, with Polis humorously noting his willingness to consider the role if approached. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more updates.